Hello everyone, welcome to Simsad Aesthetics. I am a professional esthetician and cosmetologist. If you're struggling with milia, you need to stop treating them like acne immediately. Today, I will give you the best detailed guidance about milia, where I will break down its science, all types, the treatments, risks, and the costly mistakes to avoid, so you can finally achieve clear, smooth skin. So watch complete video to get best advice. Now subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon, not to miss latest updates. Section 1. Understanding the different types of milia. Not all milia are the same. Understanding the type is the first step towards effective treatment. They are primarily categorized into primary and secondary milia. Number 1. Primary milia. These occur spontaneously and are directly related to the ineffective shedding of dead skin cells. They are common in individuals of all ages and genders. One of its subtype is neonatal milia. Affecting approximately 40 to 50% of newborns, these milia appear on the face, scalp, and upper body. They are harmless and typically clear up on their own within a few weeks as the baby's skin learns to exfoliate naturally. However, juvenile milia, this type can be associated with rare genetic disorders, though this is very uncommon, so I will not discuss it in detail. Number 2. Secondary milia, traumatic milia. These develop after an event that disrupts the sweat ducts or skin healing process. They can appear anywhere on the body where a trauma has occurred. Number 3. Specialized types. One of it is milia en plaque. It is a rare condition where a broad area of skin becomes covered with multiple milia clustered together on a raised, inflamed patch of skin. This is often associated with autoimmune or genetic disorders and requires a dermatologist's attention. The other one is multiple eruptive milia. It is a rare form where groups of milia appear suddenly over a period of weeks or months on the face, upper arms, and torso. These are the types. Now move on to the causes, but I warn you to consult a dermatologist or esthetician, as he will diagnose correctly by physically testing you. Section 2. The root causes. Why do milia form? The exact basic mechanism of milia formation is a failure of natural exfoliation, though the initiating cause of this failure varies by type. The core process begins with dead keratinized skin cells. Skin cells are constantly renewing themselves. Old cells die, become keratinized, and are shed from the skin's surface. In milia, these dead, keratin-rich cells don't slough off properly. Instead, they become trapped in small pockets near the surface of the skin, specifically within the sweat ducts or hair follicles. As these cells accumulate, they form a small, firm, visible cyst that appears as a white bump. There is no opening to the surface, unlike a pore, which is why they cannot be squeezed out. This fundamental process, however, is triggered by different underlying causes depending on the milia type. Primary milia, for example, are often caused by spontaneous factors like the immaturity of a newborn's skin, or a natural slowdown in cell turnover in adults, sometimes exacerbated by heavy skincare products. In contrast, secondary milia are directly caused by external trauma, such as burns, blistering injuries, or aggressive procedures like dermabrasion, that disrupts the skin's architecture and healing process, leading to keratin entrapment. The rare milia en plaque is caused by an underlying autoimmune or genetic disorder that creates a widespread inflammatory environment, while multiple eruptive milia are caused by systemic internal triggers like hormonal shifts or medication reactions. Therefore, while the final physical result is always a cyst of trapped keratin, the root causal pathway differs significantly. Section 3. Risk factors of milia. Key contributing factors and risk factors for milia include several common elements. The use of heavy, occlusive creams and oil-based products is a significant factor, as these formulations can block skin cells from shedding naturally. This creates a breeding ground for milia, particularly around the delicate eye area where the skin is thinner and more prone to congestion. A consistent lack of exfoliation also greatly increases risk. Both manual exfoliation, like physical scrubs, and chemical exfoliation, with ingredients such as AHAs and BHAs, are essential for slew off dead skin cells. Without this regular process, the risk of keratin buildup beneath the skin's surface significantly increases. Chronic sun damage is another major contributor. Prolonged and unprotected sun exposure thickens the skin and causes damage to its structure. This makes it harder for dead cells to shed properly and weakens the skin's support network, often leading to the development of secondary milia. Genetic predisposition plays a role as well, meaning some individuals are simply more prone to developing milia due to their skin's innate natural behavior and tendency to retain keratin. Furthermore, any form of skin trauma, such as burns, blistering injuries, or aggressive procedures, can damage sweat ducts and lead to secondary milia forming during the skin's healing process. Certain underlying medical conditions, including porphyria or specific genetic syndromes, can also increase a person's susceptibility to developing milia. Finally, age is a key risk factor. While milia can affect individuals of all ages, primary milia are very common in adults specifically due to a natural, age-related slowdown in skin cell turnover. According to various clinical researches and my opinion, effective milia management requires a correct diagnosis first. So consult best esthetician or dermatologist first and stay out of risks if you think this milia before diagnosis. Section 4. Milia vs Whiteheads, the critical differences. This is a common point of confusion, but understanding the distinction is absolutely critical, as mistaking milia for whiteheads can lead to painful and damaging DIY extraction attempts. While they may look similar at a glance, they are fundamentally different in almost every aspect. The core difference lies in their content and formation. Milia are tiny cysts filled with hardened, solid keratin, a protein that becomes trapped in a small pocket just beneath the skin's surface with no opening to a pore. In contrast, a whitehead, medically known as a closed cum-dun, is a pore clogged with a soft mixture of oily sebum, bacteria, and dead skin cells. Moreover, their structural difference dictates everything else. Because of their hard, pearl-like core and lack of a pore opening, milia have a firm, hard texture and cannot be popped through squeezing. They are not inflamed, meaning they show no redness or pain. A whitehead, however, has a softer, more malleable contents trapped within a hair follicle. It can sometimes be expressed, though this is not advised, and it is much more prone to becoming inflamed, turning into a red, tender pimple. Consequently, their treatment paths diverge completely. Milia require professional removal by a dermatologist or esthetician who must first lance the skin with a sterile needle to create a pathway for extraction. Whiteheads, while still best treated by a professional, can be extracted more easily through established pore-clearing techniques, and are highly responsive to topical treatments, like salicylic acid and retinoids that help dissolve the oily plug within the pore. Section 5. At-home care and prevention. While professional extraction is the only way to remove existing milia, your daily skincare routine is your most powerful tool for prevention. You cannot squeeze them away, but you can absolutely create a skin environment that makes it very difficult for new milia to form. This involves a dedicated focus on gentle exfoliation and avoiding pore-clogging products. The foundation of prevention begins with your product selection. It is essential to choose non-comedogenic moisturizers and sunscreens. These products are specifically formulated to be oil-free and water-based, meaning they hydrate and protect the skin without blocking pores or trapping dead skin cells, which is particularly crucial for the delicate eye area where milia are most common. For this, I will suggest you to use Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel or CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Beyond product choice, active ingredient integration is key. You should incorporate chemical exfoliation into your routine 2 to 3 times per week. Over-the-counter products containing alpha-hydroxy acids, or AHAs like glycolic and lactic acid, and beta-hydroxy acid, or BHA, which is salicylic acid, work by dissolving the bonds between dead skin cells. This process encourages natural shedding and prevents the accumulation of keratin that leads to milia. My critical note for you is, the skin around the eyes is thin and sensitive, so any product applied there must be done with extreme care and gentleness. For this, I will suggest you to use the ordinary AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. For a more sustained and powerful effect, consider using retinoids. A low-dose, over-the-counter retinol serum used as part of your nightly routine dramatically accelerates skin cell turnover. This not only helps to gradually bring existing milia closer to the surface, but also proactively prevents new ones from forming by ensuring dead cells are shed efficiently before they become trapped. For this, I will suggest you to use CeraVe Skin Renewing Retinol Serum, as it is an excellent beginner retinol. Your cleansing ritual is equally important. Adopting a method known as double cleansing ensures a perfectly clean canvas without irritation. Start with an oil-based cleanser to break down and dissolve makeup, sunscreen, and sebum. Follow this with a gentle, water-based cleanser to wash away any remaining impurities. This two-step process thoroughly cleanses without stripping the skin or leaving behind residue that could contribute to blockages. For this you can use any best like CeraVe or La Roche-Posay cleanser. While chemical exfoliation is preferred, gentle physical exfoliation still has a place. Using a very soft washcloth during cleansing or an infrequent, gentle scrub can provide mild manual exfoliation to aid in cell removal. However, the emphasis must always be on gentle. Harsh scrubbing causes micro-tears and inflammation, which can damage the skin barrier and worsen the problem. Finally, none of these steps are complete without rigorous sun protection. Daily use of a broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher sunscreen is non-negotiable. Chronic sun exposure thickens the skin and damages its natural structure, impairing its ability to exfoliate properly and directly contributing to milia formation. You can use La Roche-Posay and Helios Ultra Light Fluid SPF 50+, or Cetaphil Daily Oil-Free Facial Moisturizer with SPF 35, as it is an excellent hybrid moisturizer and sunscreen. I hope you liked this video. Everything is researched. Thumbs up please. Watch its second part, about deep dive to professional and latest treatments to treat milia. So subscribe my channel and thanks for watching.